our first grade presentation from our challenge reading group on sharks. Okay, let's begin.
We are a first grade reading group. We have been reading non-fiction texts to learn about sharks. We have read books, talked about our learning, and decided which topic we wanted to become an expert in. Next, we wrote about what we learned and will share it with you. Before we began, we had to learn some important vocabulary words and definitions. So are you ready to learn about this awesome animal? Are any of you afraid of sharks? Do you know any facts about them and whether you should fear them? A fish lives in the water and breathes through slits in its body called gills. A fish also has several fins which help it move through the water. Every fish has a backbone and most fish are covered in scales. Most fish have skeletons made of hard bones and are called bony fish. Bony fish are cold-blooded. That means a bony fish's body temperature gets higher or lower depending on its surroundings. The body temperature of a fish swimming in cold water will be colder than when the same fish swims in warm water. Guppies, clownfish, and tuna are all fish. But guess what? So are sharks. A shark lives in the water, breathes through gills, and has fins and a backbone. There are about 400 different kinds of sharks. They are found in all of the world's ocean, where water is salt water. Sharks have taste buds all over their mouths. Some kinds of sharks will take one bite of something first to see if they like it. Apparently, sharks are picky eaters. They don't like the taste of something, they will spit it out. Sharks have excellent hearing that they can use to locate other animals in the water more than a mile away. Sharks not only live in all of the world's oceans, they also live at different levels in the water. Some sharks swim close to the surface. That's why people sometimes can see the tip of a shark's back fin moving through the water. Other sharks swim thousands of feet below the surface, along with the ocean bottom. Some kinds of sharks swim near coastlines, while other kinds only live out in the open ocean far away from land. Most sharks stay in the ocean for their entire lives, but bull sharks, as well as river sharks, such as the spear-tooth shark, are among the few kinds of sharks that can swim into freshwater rivers and lakes, where they stay for long periods of time. Sharks are carnivores, that means meat eaters. Their super senses help them find food. Some kinds of sharks, such as the great white shark, can smell one drop of blood in the water more than a mile away. This helps a shark from the shark's point of view an easy meal. It's easier to attack and eat an injured animal than to go after a healthy one. Many kinds of sharks have very sharp eyesight. These sharks can see color and detail. If you took a close and safe look inside a shark's mouth, you would be able to tell what kind of prey it eats based on its teeth. Some sharks have long pointed teeth. They use to spear fish or slippery animals such as squid. A shark then swallows its catchful. Other sharks have sharp triangular teeth that are jagged like knives. Sharp jagged teeth are excellent for cutting through the flesh and bone of bigger animals. Most sharks never attack people. In fact, some scientists think sharks do not even like the taste of people. That is why, according to scientists, when a shark does attack a person, it will most often take one bite and then swim off. Scientists have studied two basic kinds of shark attacks. An unprovoked attack is when a shark goes after a person without the human doing anything to provoke the shark. A provoked attack happens when a person somehow disturbs the shark. Did you know most sharks give birth to live young other sharks lay eggs in the water? Some sharks have eggs inside them, and the young hatch inside their mother. The swallow shark is one kind of shark that lays eggs in the water in special egg cases that are sometimes called mermaid's purses. One shark baby hatches out of each purse. Baby sharks are called pups. They are born with a full set of teeth and are ready to go off on their own. Out of the hundreds of kinds of sharks, only about 35 have ever been known to attack people. 3 of those led the way in provoked attacks and in fatal attacks worldwide: the great white shark, the tiger shark, and the bull shark. All 3 of these sharks are found in shallow water near coastlines where there are many coral beaches, and because bull sharks are found in some rivers, that also links them in close connection with a lot of people. Each of these sharks have sharp jagged teeth that can cause certain damage, which could be another reason why they're responsible for the most human fatalities, which means deaths. While a few kinds of sharks and whales do see sharks as prey, sharks are really at the top of the ocean food chain, but there is one predator that the shark is simply no match for humans. While there have only been 149 reported deaths from shark bites in 432 years, according to researchers. Every year humans kill 100 million sharks. Food fishing is probably the cause of the largest number of shark fatalities. Sharks become bycatch for fishing companies that want to catch other fish, such as swordfish and tuna. The sharks that are caught up by accident wind up either dead or with fatal injuries. Sharks themselves also considered a food fish. In many places they are victims of overfishing. A female shark can have pups only once a year, and while most bony fish can lay thousands of eggs at one time, most sharks only have between 2 and 40 pups at a time. This means that sharks are not able to grow their population quickly enough to replace the numbers of sharks that are killed every year. Out of the hundreds of kinds of sharks, only about 35 have ever been known to attack people. 3 of those led the way in provoked attacks and in fatal attacks worldwide: the great white shark.
I think that we're on the last page. Olivia?
People doing things on the surface of the water, such as surfing, water skiing, and rafting, have the greatest probability of being attacked by a shark. Swimmers and those treading water are the next most likely to be attacked, followed by divers. People least likely to be attacked are those getting in or out of the water, including those climbing up a boat, ladder, or jumping into the ocean from a boat. Frightening as the sounds, in the past 450 years, there were only a total of 159 fatalities from unprovoked circuitry. The big three, however, were responsible for most of them. The great white shark killed a reported 74 people. The tiger shark, 29. The bull shark, 26.
Wow, look at these shark experts. Very impressive indeed. Round of applause. Dee-dee, 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 dee-dee.